It is Sunday of a holiday weekend. Good morning, almost Sunday afternoon to you. Hope you're having an awesome weekend so far. Weather hasn't probably been too in your way. Not quite as nice as some of us would like or we're used to for August, but pretty much our forecast is right on track. So Sunday gives me a chance to take a little bit more time, do kind of a deep dive into the forecast, look ahead to the week, kind of compare it to seasonal norms, give you a good idea what is coming up for your work week, even though it is a short one. So could not do any of that without our sponsor, Premier Contractor Services. Give these guys a call, check them out on Facebook, shoot them a message. They can plan anything you need. They have all the experts available too, so you're getting qualified advice, and these guys are great to work with, promise you that. So appreciate them making all of our forecast data possible for your Sunday. Pretty much our forecast is right on track. This is kind of the big picture. I'm going to use the mid-level winds today to illustrate what I have been watching as we work through this weekend. Watching this area of low pressure here in the center left of your screen that kind of dives in across the Midwest. It's sort of created this trough, and we've had some lift get sparked in East Kansas, headed over into West Missouri, but we do have this ridging here building across the Great Lakes, and that's what's pushing it back, making it hard for precipitation to eat into central Missouri. Hasn't been too successful with that for the weekend. And that would be the reason. So the cool thing about this is that trough shows up really, really well on water vapor satellite imagery. Digging across there, you can see where the lift is just kind of finishing off here in east central Kansas. Not too much going on, and expect that to dissipate out just a little bit as we get to the afternoon. So you should get some dry time. Here it is showing up already. What is left of some moderate showers are just down here around Fredonia, Neodesha, Sycamore on the Kansas side. Not too much even making it to the surface over on the Missouri side. Again, that ridging just making all that stop short. So just a few drops in the dust as far as your Missouri side goes. So let's go ahead and look at what happens for the rest of the holiday weekend. I'll include tomorrow in that. And it's really just more of the same as that low pressure spins around. So here's what we have coming up for the afternoon. I think most of us pretty well stay dry. Do see some pop-up thunderstorms this afternoon around 3-4 p.m. Northeast of Manhattan, Topeka, Emporia down there. Looks like along the I-35 corridor, right? And then as we go through the afternoon, the evening, over into tomorrow, it is really just the same as this low pressure just spins around. I'm really just seeing spotty pop-up showers. There's a little bit more possibly tomorrow morning around 9 a.m. for your Labor Day Monday. Do see possibly a little bit more organized thunderstorm activity again around this I-35 corridor, and this will be for your early afternoon on Labor Day. So shouldn't be too much getting in your way. Do expect this to continue all the way over until Tuesday morning. Just going to be very spotty, hit and miss, pop-up showers, maybe the occasional small thunderstorm, lightning strike or two, but instability just is not there to talk about severe weather, right? Maybe a lightning strike and a rumble of thunder, but I think those are going to be very few and far between. Rain totals, we're not too excited about those either. Here is rain left to go. Not what has fallen already. Here is what may happen through Tuesday. May pick up an inch and a tenth, inch and 3/10 out in central Kansas. The closer we get to the Kansas-Missouri state line, it drops off just less than an inch in most areas. Drops off pretty steep as we get over toward central and west central Missouri. All those areas not looking to pick up more than a half inch again through Tuesday. So really just some sprinkles, nothing to get too excited about. Here are temperatures for your Sunday afternoon on the Kansas side. You should see in a couple of hours 81 out there in southwest Kansas. You see all the cloud cover, right? Parked over the area. That's going to cool things down for east central Kansas, maybe only seeing the mid 70s. Let's go ahead and take a look at your tomorrow temperatures. Pretty much the same, just a little bit warmer. Some of that cloud cover is going to slide off to the east, maybe picking things up to about 76 in east central Kansas. So we'll go ahead and look over at the Missouri side. You can see that cloud cover hanging out today. Here are your Sunday temperatures, going to be about 73 up in Kansas City. Cloud cover dissipates out towards central Missouri. You guys get to see the 80s today. Same thing tomorrow, 71 to 74 up in Kansas City. Going to cool you off a little bit towards central Missouri tomorrow, maybe only seeing the mid to the upper 70s. So nothing too exciting there. Here is the big weather story for this week. Let's dive into this a little bit. This sets up by Wednesday morning. Here is the surface chart for 7 a.m. on Wednesday morning. You can see a significant cold front is parked off to our northwest. This is going to be the big game changer this week. This will get people talking. I think this will affect us all in significant ways. And so as this moves through on Wednesday, here's the main question. I know what it's going to do temperature-wise. Pretty confident in that, and I'll show you that in just a second. But is it going to bring precipitation? That's what I've been watching this morning. I do think that that cold front trails off of this area of low pressure that's over here just north north of the Great Lakes, right? So watch what this does as we move through Wednesday afternoon. That trailing cold front does appear to drag some showers and thunderstorms. Where will they initiate? Looks to me like maybe a few out here in east central Kansas, but I think across state line, and possibly intensifying as we get over towards central and eastern Missouri, all associated with that strong cold front that drags in Wednesday afternoon. So I'm looking here at about the 1 to 5 p.m. This is like 2, 3, 4 p.m. that I think we will be dealing with some showers and thunderstorms somewhere in the region associated with this cold front on Wednesday afternoon, possibly over into the evening. We'll put some better time frames on that as we get a little bit closer. But look what happens behind the cold front. I mean, this is really significant for this time of year. I don't ever see this, maybe once in 10 years, but watch what happens. I'm going to use the lower level temperature anomalies here. So these are not surface temperatures. These are over our heads, but look at this significant area of cold air that pops in from across the Canadian border. This is going to set up for Thursday morning. This is something you usually see deeper into the fall. So a significant cool down, unusual for this time of year, is going to lag behind that cold front. So what it's going to do, look at overnight lows as we go through the week. Thought I would pull these up a little bit different way of showing that than I usually do. But here's your overnight low tonight, 62. Nothing to complain about there. Monday, over into Tuesday morning, I think we drop down into 59. By Wednesday morning, we're going to see mid 50s for most of us, 56, 55 down toward Joplin. But here is that Thursday morning as that cold air settles in. I think we'll see overnight lows of widespread 50, 53, 51 across Kansas and Missouri for your Thursday morning. It's a little early for this time of year, to be honest with you. So that is what I have in your deep forecast dive for your Sunday. So a little bit more rain to put up with. I think we'll be doing it again on Wednesday, and a pretty chilly Thursday setting up for the second half of your week ahead. But it is a short one. So that is what I know on a Sunday morning. I appreciate you joining me. Appreciate our sponsors. Hope you all have a great rest of the day and a great holiday tomorrow. See ya.